All right, so if you have not already done so, please draw this picture on your paper and then write these words, which I have just noticed have a spelling mistake, and I'm going to fix that. So if you haven't already written this down, go ahead and pause the video, write it down, and then come back to me. Okay, so what we're going to talk about are, what do these words mean? You've already thought about what is the difference between alternate and same side. You've already thought about the difference of what does interior mean versus exterior. So we're going to look at this diagram and talk about what do these mean in context of this picture. Okay, and I'm going to give you some examples. So alternate, in this case, the word alternate is going to be on opposite sides. Okay, so numbers over here that are alternates are things like 1 and 6. Those are on alternate sides of this transversal line. Okay, another example of alternate would be 4 and 6. Those are alternate. Okay, that's what you're looking for, the word alternate. When you're looking at the word that says same side, we're talking about things like, oh, you can't see my hand, but 1 is on the same side as 4, which is on the same side as 5, which is on the same side as 8. So all 4 of these numbers on this side that I underlined in green are same side as each other. Now the same is true on the other side. So for example, 2 and 6 are same side. 3 and 7 are same side. 7 and 2 are same side. That's what we're talking about when we say alternate versus same side. Okay, now let's talk about, what does interior versus exterior mean? Okay, so what I want you to think about is that these two lines that are going this way, and it doesn't matter whether they're this way or whether they're this way, okay, but we have two lines that are generally going the same direction. We have another line going between them. I want you to think about these two lines, whether they're this way or this way. We're going to think about them as buns of a sandwich, okay? And anything inside of those buns is inside. Okay, so for example, in this picture, we have 4, 3, 5, and 6. Those are inside, okay? Now, the numbers that are exterior, okay, instead of interior, your exterior numbers are 8, 7, 2, and 1. That's going to be like on top of the bun or the plate underneath. Those are exterior of the sandwich. They are outside of the sandwich. Okay, so that's just a little bit of vocabulary to start with to help you remember what these words mean. So we're going to start pretty slowly. We're going to look at this word, alternate interior angles. So let's start with alternate. So remember, alternate, we're going to be on opposite sides of that transversal line. Interior means that they're inside the sandwich. Okay, so let's start with one of these interiors. So 4. Okay, I'm going to write 4 here. Okay, what is alternate to 4? Okay, would be this 3 and 6. Okay, alternate interior angles are 4 and 6. Okay, that is one example of an alternate interior angle. Another example of alternate interior angles are 3 and 5. Okay, those are alternate to each other, and they're both interior. Okay, so those are my two examples, angles 4 and 6 and angles 3 and 5. Okay, those are the only alternate interior angles on this picture. Let's do the next one. Let's talk about alternate exterior. Okay, so here we have angle 1. Okay, that is exterior because it's outside of that sandwich. Okay, and its buddy, its alternate exterior buddy, is angle 7. Okay, it's alternate because they're on different sides, and they're exterior because they're both outside of the sandwich. So I'm going to write that as an example, 1, 7. I want you to stop and pause the video. I want you to think about what would be my other pair of angles that would be alternate exterior. I'll give you a hint that 2 is the first angle in the pair. And what is its alternate exterior buddy? Pause the video. Or if you've already thought of it, come back. So here we go. Angle 8. All right. So that's its alternate exterior buddy. All right. The next one we're going to do is same side interior. Okay. So think about what we've been doing. Think about what do you think would be the same side interior buddy to angle 4? Okay, so same side interior angle to 4 is angle 5. The reason is because they are on the same side of the transversal line, and they're both inside the sandwich. Now our other pair is going to be 3 and 6. 3 and 6 are on the same side, and they're both interior of the sandwich. Okay, next one, same side exterior. So same side exterior, okay, a hint is going to be we're going to start with angle 1. Okay, and its same side exterior buddy is going to be angle 8. Okay, they're on the same side of the transversal. Okay, but they are exterior of the sandwich. And then we have one more pair of these, angle 2 and angle 7. Those are exterior, same side angles. All right, now this last one is a little bit different because there's actually 4 pairs of these instead of 2. So you're going to see these corresponding angles a lot. So just because I put them last in the list doesn't mean you're off the hook for knowing them. Okay, so corresponding angles means that they are on the same side of the line, okay, but they're also in kind of what I would consider to be the same position. Okay, so let me show you what I mean. Angle 1, okay, and 5. So they're on the same side, and they're in kind of that same upper left corner. Okay, so that's what corresponding angles mean. So we have angles 1 and 5. I'm going to put a triangle around these to make them separate a little bit. So this is angle 4 and 8. Those are both in the lower left. Those are corresponding angle buddies. I'm going to put a blue square on this one, angle 2 and angle 6. Those are also corresponding angle buddies. They're in the top right corner. And then the last one, I'm just going to underline 3 and 7. Okay, so this is what I want you to have in your notes, is I want you to have those names. I want you to have the picture. And I want you to have examples of what those mean. All right. And if you want to write some of those words like same side, inside the sandwich, things to give you a hint, feel free to do so. I am going to also show you a quick example of how we could use those. So as an example, I'm going to erase my picture. I'm going to draw a quick little sketch. Okay, so I'm going to turn this picture too. So before we had our picture kind of more like this. Okay. And this time I'm going to turn it. I've got my lines going sideways and I have my transversal. Okay. And so what my question is can you identify different angles? So for example, if I have these labeled here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you identify a pair of same side interior angles? And you would say, okay, same side interior, that means they're both on top or they're both on bottom. Okay, same side. Or also they are interior, they're inside our sandwich, even though our sandwich is sideways. That's okay. Sometimes you turn it sideways when you're like, I don't know, waving it around at people. I don't know what you kids do. So angles 6 and 7 would be same side interior angles. And then the second type of question I'm going to ask you is things like this. What could you use to describe angle 2 and angle 4? Okay, what would be the vocabulary word from this list to describe angle 2 and angle 4? Okay, so angle 2 is right up here. Angle 4 is right over here. Okay, they're on the same side, but one is interior and one is exterior. So it doesn't fit these top 4. These are corresponding angles. And so that's what you would write. You would say these are corresponding angles because they're in that same position, the upper top right corner, or however you want to think about that. Okay, if I said something like, what is angle 1 and angle 8? Okay, you would say, okay, well, they're on alternate sides. Okay, so it's either this top one or the second one. And angle 1 and 8, those are both exterior. So that's what we would say, alternate exterior angles. You can use this kind of abbreviations if you want to. All right, let me know if you have any questions.